All right, let's go ahead and cut that shit.
I told you it was too long, dude. I told you.
We had to get our presidential theme song and everything, and you'll play that shit in the beginning because this is the election special. All right.
Wouldn't tomorrow be the election special? Being that it's
No.
the election?
No. See, this is the election special because I get to talk shit and tell everybody how Obama is gonna win. And then tomorrow is the continuing election special because then I get to rub it in after he wins. So
now, if he loses, we need to come up with a skate plan. You know.
If he loses, then this will be the last show. So there won't be no more shows because Mitt Romney's most likely going to probably buy Blog Talk Radio and then sell all of the fucking hosts over to China, and you guys won't even be able to hear us no more. So if Obama does happen to lose, then yes, this will be our last show. No, I'm kidding. It's not going to be our last show.
Persevere.
It's not going to be our last show because win or lose, I'm going to be here to talk shit. So if he wins, I'm going to be here to talk shit and let you know that, like, yay, Monday got 4 more years. It's a wrap. If he loses, I'm going to be here to talk shit and be like, we are fucked for the next 4 years. Congratulations.
Idiots.
Yeah. Now, I do need to address a couple things here. First, as you all already know, I'm Isaac. Michael is obviously the co-host, Lyrical, Pickleboy. You guys probably already know that. But I've been seeing a lot of comments. People are like, "Yo, who's Isaac? Who's this Isaac fuck?" So let me go ahead and quickly explain this real quick. All right, I've known Michael for 8 years now. 8 years.
Long time.
Yeah, long ass fucking time. I knew Michael before any of this angry grandpa shit. So, I was actually the first person to hear half these stories on AIM before he actually started video recording it. Yeah, so that's that story. Now, if you think back, if you followed Angry Grandpa, you think back to Alpine Access. Well, I was the person behind the whole Alpine Access. If you think back, there was a guy named Isaac. Yeah, that's me. So there you go for all the people wondering. Because I've had to answer that same question. Like you would think people would scroll through the comments and be like, oh, okay, there's the answer. But people will see the answer and still ask, who's Isaac? It's like, oh, you gotta be shit, man. But yeah, and Michael was nice enough to post a video with his mouth full of fucking macaroni and cheese for you guys, and let you
That's
guys know.
Do. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, let you guys know about the show. I even told a person, a dude commented, he goes, "Why the fuck does he do this? All it does is pisses me off." And I commented to him, I was like, that the reason why he does shit like that is because he knows it's going to piss you off. I was like...
You think I give a shit? I know I'm fat, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just going to post a video eating macaroni because I don't care.
Like I said to him, I was like, come on. Like, do you think he actually chews like that? Like, well, I don't know. Do you chew like that?
No, I mean, hey, if Bridget, I'll ask her when she wakes up. She's asleep right now. I'm going to ask her if I chew like that. That'd be pretty embarrassing because we eat out sometimes, Imagine me sitting in the booth at some restaurant eating all fucking wild like that, like I'm starving to death.
Yeah, they'd probably be kicking you out and shit. Hey, sir, you can't be eating like that around here.
Hey, that means I would get a free meal out of it because I ain't paying no fucking bill after you kick me out. I'll be licking the plate clean and walking out the door.
Yeah, that just sums that up, though. I mean, I'm nobody special. Like people keep asking, like, who's Isaac? Like, you're gonna answer them and be like, okay, his real name is Drake. Like there's no big reveal. Like I'm Isaac. There's no big reveal.
Yeah.
It's
who's
not
Isaac?
top
He's
secret.
Isaac.
Yeah, it's like Bond, James Bond. No, I'm Isaac. Like, I'm not famous yet. We'll see how this radio show goes, but. I mean, that's about it, So please don't ask that because it's annoying. Like, that's like me seeing somebody's screen name and be like, "Hey, who is Bubblicious 2122? Who is that?" Like, really. It's online.
That one will have a name. So.
It's online. I'm online. You're online. You know me as Isaac, so yeah, we'll leave it at that for now. But
his name is Isaac Johnson. His address is 542 Evergreen Terrace.
People are crazy enough to do that shit. Actually, I think I did that to you a couple times.
I think you got some people right now Googling Evergreen Terrace, Isaac.
See, me and Michael used to hate each other. All right. Well, maybe he didn't hate me. Maybe I just hated him.
Yeah.
We used to hate each other. We used to play a game back in the day, this little wrestling game. I forgot how exactly we fucking met, but I think I seen his screen name on a website, like a website layout he made. And I said to myself, I was like, that's a pretty badass layout. So I stole it. Okay, so I right-click, save as, went to the source code, copy all the source, and I was like, yeah, this is a pretty nice layout. And then I was like, you know what? I should go send him a message, let him know how much of a nice layout he has I just stole. So I sent him a message. I was like, hey, man, check this out. Now he's wondering, like, who the fuck am I? I was like, hey, check this out. Send him a link. He's like, hey, that's my layout. I was like, well, it's mine now. Thanks. So
it's like you just wanted to start shit. Fuck this motherfucker. Check this out.
Well, I mean, it didn't help that he was part of a part of the game that I just hated, called WME and all this shit. I hated that part of the game. So, yeah, and then for like the first probably 6 months, our conversations would go like this: "Hey, what's up, you dumbass?" He'd reply back, be like, "Not much. What the fuck?"
I know. I'm like, goddamn.
And this shit would just start. I'm like, you trailer chest, fuck, shut up.
And this motherfucker, I'm like, you don't know shit. And then he sends me my address and phone number, and she's like, oh shit.
Yeah, that's actually how the friendship started.
Yeah, I'm like, man, why we gotta fight?
Yeah, that's like how the friendship started. We was talking shit to each other, and he was like, fuck you, man, you don't know shit. You don't know shit. And I was like, oh really? I was like, give me 5 minutes. 5 minutes later, I came back with like his address, his phone number, and then it turned into he was like, "Hey man, you're not so bad after all. How'd you do that shit?" And I was like, "Oh well, I went to this website, then I did this." Then the whole conversation just started talking about how I got his information, and then after that, we were on the same page about shit. But yeah, that's how me and Michael met. So like, there's no important story behind it. We pretty much just hated each other and came to an agreement that nobody was gonna win because I would talk shit for ages. He would talk shit.
I know.
I
would so give up. I would be like, God damn, man, he's still talking. It's 6 a.m.
We're like 3 hours later and we're still going at it until finally he's like, I see like, Sagara has gone offline. I'm like, yes, I knew that motherfucker was going to give up.
Yeah, and I hated it, too. I hated giving up. I would tell you, I was like, no, internet went out.
hey, man, I live in a trailer park, and the fucking aluminum foil fell off our modem headset and shit, man. What the fuck? That ain't my fault. But, so yeah, that's all how me and Michael met. We probably should have did that on the first show.
Wow.
Probably could have avoided a couple people asking, who I am, but yeah, so there you go. Now, I'm sure everybody's aware, tomorrow's election day. I think everybody knows that by now, at least I hope so, unless you're a fucking idiot. I hope you know tomorrow's election day. And I don't even think I have to ask, but I'll do it, just put on record. Michael, you're voting for who?
Barack Obama.
Hold on, had a quick delay there. Okay, there we go.
How about now?
Yeah, you're good. So, all right. Michael and Bridget are obviously voting for Obama.
Okay. Romney.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm voting for...
I got to keep the White House white.
Oh, my gosh.
I got family that shit. I'm like, God.
Huh?
So I had family who said some shit like that. I was like, what the fuck? Why are you so racist?
Oh, that was the fucking slogan in the first election. It was like, we have to keep the White House white. After Obama won, it was like, we have to get it back to being white.
God.
Like, people were so pissed off. Now, here's what I want, okay? If you're listening right now, the call-in number is 619-393-2414. 2873. I'm looking for the Romney voters. I'm looking for the people who are supporting Romney, who are going to be voting for Romney tomorrow. That's who I'm looking for, because I just don't see how anybody can vote for him. I really don't. I can't fathom voting for a guy who doesn't care about the people, who likes to strap his dog on top of his fucking roof of his car.
You know, speaking of dogs, my dogs are on the floor right now next to me, and he's like licking her vagina from behind. It's like pretty graphic, and it's right next to my feet. I'm serious. Just fuck up, man. I'm trying to run them off. I don't know what to do.
Oh, by the way, for anybody listening, the chat room is now officially open. I just opened the chat room, so you guys can go ahead and start pouring into the chat room. We will chat with you guys directly. We'll answer any questions, post shit, whatever you want to do. But yes, the chat room is now officially open, so I'll let you guys know that, so you can start going to the chat room. Now, here's what I don't get. Maybe Michael can explain this better to me, but I just don't see why people vote for Romney. Now, Michael could probably explain it better because he deals with this shit every day on his wall.
No, they don't give any logical reasons, dude. They come up with some lies and shit. Oh, because Obama's a Muslim and he's the leader of Al Qaeda. And motherfucker, give a real reason.
Is that really all they say? Like,
yeah, dude, they don't give any legitimate facts. They come up with lies that they heard on fucking Bill O'Reilly's ball sack, They don't have any, legitimate statistics. They're
hearing shit they heard on bullshit mountain.
Yeah, they're sitting there spelling the fucking text written across O'Reilly's cock, and they're fucking reading it back to us, looking at the foreskin.
Now, we do have a caller right now. And
we got a Romney supporter.
Yeah, we also have somebody in chat as well named Stone Cold Steve Austin, who's saying Pickleboy answered the phone. So I'm guessing this might be the caller, but we do have a couple callers. So I will start taking some calls right now, putting you guys on the air and seeing exactly, what people got to say about the election, about tomorrow.
Stone Cold, I'm so excited. I watched Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah, or if you want to talk about something totally different or ask a totally different question, feel free, go ahead and do it. Trust me, we don't care. We're not going to get pissed at you for just, wanting to talk to us. So we'll go ahead and take some calls. I'm going to go ahead and put the first person live on the air right now. Caller, you're on the air. What's up?
Yeah. Why is Pickleboy voting for Obama?
Why are you voting for Obama, Pickleboy?
Because I am for rights for everybody. I want everybody to have a better America and not just the top 1%.
Okay, here's my question.
This 5-year-old.
Hold on. Here's my question. You're asking him why he's voting for Obama, right?
Yeah.
Who are you voting for?
He can't vote, dude. He's under 18.
Hold on. Who are you voting for?
You're the other guy.
Yeah, did you say the other guy?
I'm just going to circle another name.
First, how old are you? Are you old enough to vote?
This dude's going to get his red crown and circle the other name because he can't read it.
Seriously, the biggest vote you've probably had in your life is, who's better, SpongeBob or Patrick?
Maybe he's talking about, middle school, vice president or something. I don't know who Mitch Connor is, and I can't vote for him because I don't go to school.
Well,
that
caller dropped off. So yeah, that answers that question.
Sorry, if you're not old enough to vote and you don't know the other guy's name, don't call and ask us who we're voting for.
Yeah, the kid. I'm not gonna get mad at the kid, but the kid said,
other
"Why
guy.
are you voting for Obama?" And then when he said, "Who are you voting for?" The other guy. Click.
You hear him telling me to stop when I gave my reason because I want rights for everybody, not just the top 1%. Stop. Oh,
you're stupid.
Point. He means it.
You're stupid.
He means business.
All right. Well, we do have another caller on the air. Oh my gosh! Please don't call me. Oh, now he just said in chat. He said, "Pickleboy, suck a dick."
All right.
That's what he said.
Not yours because you're underage.
That could go a couple different ways. Yeah, you really should have covered yourself on that one, man.
Probably. Fuck it.
All right. Well, we do have another caller. We actually got, wow, callers are pouring in now. So let's go ahead and start answering some other callers here. Caller, you're on the air. What's up?
Hey, so I'd like to talk to Pickleboy about this. Now, I love your decision with Obama and stuff. Now, Isaac, you're voting for...
Like he said, I want to talk to Pickleboy about this. Like, he's like, fuck Isaac. Just sit there and shut up. I talk to Pickleboy.
Is this the same person as before?
So, Isaac, you're voting for Romney, right? You're going for Romney.
Hell no, I'm not voting for Romney. I'm voting for Obama.
Romney, he's going to be a terrible president. You know, he's going to stop funding for stuff. You know, I've heard that he's going to stop funding for, like, people who are helping, like, Hurricane Sandy victims and stuff.
He's not going to be a terrible president because he ain't going to win.
Yeah, he's not going to win. Why would he win?
Why
would he ever win?
Okay, how about this? I'll ask you a question real quick. Okay, so you obviously don't like Romney. What are your reasons for liking Obama?
Well, he's a good president. You know, he doesn't stop funding for stuff. You know, he just keeps on going and stuff. He keeps everything going. You know, he helps everyone out for their problems. Like if there's like natural disaster or something, you know, he's gonna do something to help them out.
Oh, come on, stop lying. You just want to vote for him. You like him because he's black. Don't lie.
Okay. What are your thoughts on Romney if for him stopping funding for stuff like that's really important? What are your thoughts on that?
I think he is an idiot, and I don't have to worry about it because he's not going to win. But yeah,
it's like the rich don't get richer by spending money. You know, he's just a greedy fucking old man who just wants to keep his pocket lined.
Yeah, well, that's pretty much what it is. I mean, if you look back,
pretty soon his pockets are going to be lined with adult diapers.
Yeah, Romney has done more bad for the country than good, and he hasn't even been president.
Yeah,
he hasn't even been president. Like, I mean, come on, Bane. Do I have to say any more? I mean, he has took over companies, sent the work overseas. You know, I mean, come on.
Yeah, and if you ask Rush Limbaugh, he's the inspiration. If you ask Rush Limbaugh, he's the inspiration to the bad guy on Batman.
Exactly. Yeah. Batman. It's a big conspiracy that the Illuminati started to get everybody to hate Mitt Romney ahead of time by creating the character Bane. Is what it was.
I guess they did it way back in like the 60s and 70s when he was in the character in the comic book.
Now, here's my question, because you sound really young. Okay, so first question is, how old are you? You don't have to lie. Like, we're not going to...
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
What should I say? 13. Go with that one.
It was bedtime. He's like, oh, shit.
Did he make up?
Yeah, he did. You know what it was. He probably looked at his phone and was like, oh, shit, my nights and weekends is over.
We ain't going to bash kid for your age. We don't care.
Yeah, we're not going to bash you. Listen. We will only bash if you talk shit. If you talk shit, you damn well better realize you're going to get it right back. But, no, we're not going to... I mean, okay, those kids last week were an exception.
Yeah, what was that? It was like a groupie.
Let's be honest. I think everybody can agree they were annoying as hell, and they're probably back again tonight because they had commented on the page, was like, hey, we're those kids that called in, like our comment.
Oh, Jesus, that's us.
Yeah, like they're like proud of like to be the ones that got bitch smacked live, but
12 seconds of fame.
Now we have tons of calls, so I'll just start going through the list. We're gonna try to put as many people on the air as possible, and we're also gonna try to do some prank calls. Okay, we are gonna do some prank calls tonight, so that's gonna be fun, and we're not gonna really tell you the idea yet about the prank calls, but we are gonna do some prank calls tonight. That's what we're planning on doing, hopefully. We got a couple other callers. I'm gonna put somebody else on the line here. Caller, you on the air? What's up?
What's up?
Not much. So, what questions you got for us?
This is Justin. What's going on, man?
Oh, shit,
hey,
the hype fan.
Yeah, what's going on, dude? All I gotta do, I just want to play something for you guys real quick, alright?
Alright.
Alright, what you got to play?
Now, what are we listening to?
That would be My President is Black by
Yep,
G.
that's what I'm talking about. That is my shit.
Oh,
what you guys doing, huh?
I clearly already know who you're voting for. So let me ask you a question real quick. What's your main reasons for voting for Obama?
My main reason for voting Obama is because...
It can't because he's black, all right, so...
No, not because he's black. Because I feel that if we just keep going backwards, like if we get another president gonna come over again, like Romney's dumbass, like that's just retarded. But I ain't gonna start on that. But like Obama's moving forward, you know what I mean?
I mean, I can say that Obama's doing a way fucking better job than Bush, but, you know, at the same time, I think that if we actually really want to move forward, voting for Obama is not really going to get it done. What's going to get it done is getting a majority in the House and the Senate of Democrats. Because Obama can't get shit done if the Republicans are voting everything down. So that's what people need to understand. And for the people who hate on Obama and they say, well, for the past 2 years, gas prices has went up and this has happened, Well, who's been running the country technically the last 2 months? Damn sure hasn't been Obama. Because Obama has been campaigning to get shit done, but the last 2 years, the Republicans have had the majority since they won that majority 2 years ago in the re-elections for their seats, causing Obama to pretty much have his hands tied. So Obama's a piece of the puzzle, you know, he's the front man, but if we really want change, it does fall with the Democrats getting back the majority.
Yeah, fair to say, but honestly, the president is only a puppet for the government.
To an extent, yeah, I'll meet you halfway on that, because even I had said that the president is like a football coach, okay? And the people who are getting the shit done are the players. Now, the coach can call a couple plays and, you know, run his schemes, but it's the players who are the ones taking the ball and running with it. So, you know, Obama can say, you know, I want to do this with healthcare, but it's going to take the players to get some nuts and start voting on this shit, you know, so we can get this shit done. And that's where it falls in the end, you know. And people don't understand that. But, you know, like I've been saying for the past couple of weeks to people who talk shit on Obama, I mean, say what you want, but as of around 8 p.m., 9 p.m. tomorrow, you can kiss his ass.
Exactly.
For another 4 years. So, you know, get all your shit talking in while you can because, you know, you got 4 more years to look at his ass.
Yep, fair to say. But, hey, guys, I'm going to let you guys talk to other people, all right?
Yeah, man. Good looking
nice
up.
talking to you, man.
Hey, man.
He's high as hell right now. He's like, hey, man.
Hey, yeah.
Come on. Pineapple.
Hey, man.
Get out of here.
All right, bro.
All right, peace out, man.
See you, dude.
He said, hey, man.
Hey, man. Who's he talking to us? Would we offend him at the end there? What happened?
Yeah, you talking about Paul Heyman? I mean...
No.
Last name is
Paul Heyman guy.
I mean...
So who else we got?
You know, his last name's Paul Heyman. Or, well, not, his last name's not Paul Heyman. His last name's Heyman. But, let me see. Yeah, we got a couple callers calling in now. Let me see. I'm just randomly pick somebody. You're on the air. What's good?
Is it me?
Yeah,
it's you.
Hey, I totally agree with everything that you're saying about how everybody needs to just look at the Democrats need to get control back in the House and in the Senate. Because they even said themselves that their number one majority is to make sure Obama was a one-term president.
Exactly. Well, yeah, that's exactly what they were dumb enough to actually go on record and say that their number one priority was to purposely go against everything he was saying. Simply because of the fact that they don't want him as president. Now,
yeah, they don't deserve their seat, dude. They need to lose it.
Well, I mean, look at who's actually running these seats. I mean, let's be honest here, and I'm in no way racist or anything, but these are like older white males who probably hated Obama before he even fucking became president to begin with, and it damn sure wasn't because of his policies.
Exactly. Exactly.
So, they have a personal vendetta with Obama. It's not politics. They want Obama out because simply he's the black guy. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, no, you're pulling a race card. Well, let's face facts here. How many racist groups have already tried to kill Obama since he's been president? And
exactly.
If McCain would have ran and McCain would have won, let's just say everything that's happened up until this point happened under McCain. Do you think the Republicans would still be, crying foul if it was under McCain?
Absolutely not.
Oh, no, they were trying to sugarcoat everything, because it's been way worse right now, dude.
Well, let's go back to Bush. I mean, we had a war that was costing us millions, billions, trillions, soldiers dying every day, stock market crash, on the brink of a depression, and what were the Republicans saying the entire time? They were blaming the Democrats somehow.
It's always to blame the other guy, even when it's your fault.
Yeah, exactly. They were somehow trying to blame the Democrats. Now let me ask you something real quick. Okay, so out of all the things that Obama has done, is there anything that he's done that you don't agree with?
Not really, because I think that everything he's done has tried to be for the better for America. So I really don't think he really hasn't done anything bad, I don't think, myself.
Okay, now, are you going to be voting for him tomorrow?
Yes.
All right, there we go. So we got another person who's voting for Obama. We haven't had any pro-Romney callers yet. Why is that?
I don't know.
Somebody call in and hate and love Romney.
Look, I'm begging somebody. If you support Romney, please call in. I'm hoping I find somebody in the list, but if you support Romney, please call in, because I'm dying to know why somebody would vote for Romney. I really am. I want to know the point of view of a Romneyan, It's what I'm trying to get at. I really want to know why somebody would vote for Romney. But, hey, we do appreciate you calling in. And, yeah, tomorrow, get out and vote for Obama, put him back in office so we can go ahead and, finish kicking ass.
Definitely. Thanks, guys.
Not a problem. Appreciate the call. All right. So now we got somebody else in line. Caller, you're on the air. What's up? I hear cartoons, but I hear caller.
Yeah, I hear your TV going.
All right, we're moving along. Hey, it's going to be a fast-paced show. If you ain't at your phone, you better hurry up. All right, he is not on the air. Let's go to somebody else. All right, now, in the meantime, while I am going on the list real quick, what people don't actually understand, and people, keep openly just putting this shit on like it's fully Obama's fault. But you have to understand, Obama has been trying to do shit for the past 2 years that probably would put us in a better situation, and he can't get it done because of stupid ass Republicans voting him down for no reason. Is what it comes down to. I mean, that's mainly what it comes down to, So, when that's happening, I mean, what can you possibly do at that point other than continue to campaign and just hope that people vote for you, but also vote for people that are going to work with you, not against you. And then, that's what it comes down to. All right, and let's see what we got here. And yeah, I actually think Michael actually might have accidentally dropped off. Michael, you back yet?
Yeah, I'm right here now.
There we go. Yeah, I was wondering what was going on for a second.
It booted me, dude. I was like, what the fuck? I thought we had like an advertisement because I heard some bitch talking to like my headset. I'm like, wait a minute, it's a commercial break? What happened?
It's Mitt Romney, man. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I want these fuckers off the air.
All right, let's go to the next caller.
Hello?
Caller, you're on the air. What's up?
Hey.
Caller.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up?
Nothing much. Been hearing about Obama. With my grandparents, they voted for him and everything. Obama, Mitt Romney, all he's trying to do is send all these factories overseas, and you know, that's why there's no jobs in the country, because Mitt Romney sends overseas.
So I take it that you're voting for Obama then, or at least your parents or your grandparents are?
Yes, sir.
Well, that's cool. There we go. Well, hey, listen, you know, we do appreciate the call. I'm really trying to find somebody. Listen, if you
this
could,
is crazy, dude. I didn't expect this.
Please, somebody private message me and tell me your number so I know which one to pick out of this list. if you're voting for
lie to us. Just say
Romney,
we can talk to you.
All right, I'm gonna try again. Caller, you're on the air.
Hello?
Yeah, what's up?
Hey.
Hey, what's up?
Not much. Now, first question, you know we got to ask, who are you for?
I'm for Obama.
Okay, bye. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, I could give you, I know people that are for Romney, and I could tell you why, probably.
Well, see, we want to hear it straight from the horse's mouth, because when I want to hear a dumbass comment, I want it to come directly from the dumbass. So,
yeah.
I want to hear it directly from him. But I will ask you, why are you voting for Obama in this election?
Well, for one, I'm not rich. So Romney's not going to care for me.
Exactly.
Well, Michael's rich, though.
You ain't supposed to tell people what kind of money I make.
Michael's making
I'm still voting Obama, though.
Yeah. By the way, Michael, big fan.
I'm lucky. I can't help that, you know? Hey, thanks for watching, man.
Michael was lucky enough to have a dad that destroys shit, and he was lucky enough to have fans that enjoy seeing it. So,
no, that is not even why either, though. I have an actual job.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, I'll vouch for that. He does have a job, and I will tell you, he makes the best burgers at McDonald's.
Oh, fuck all that bullshit.
Hey, I wish I had a job. I used to have a job.
Well, see, if you vote for Obama for 4 more years, you might end up.
Damn, that took a depressing turn. Like, damn, I wish I had a job, some money. I wish I had a family who loved me.
Yeah, like I said,
know?
I said his job is McDonald's, and you're like, yeah, that would be nice. Yeah.
All I got is this cold gun in my dark room.
Hey, I used to lifeguard. Yeah, no. But, you know.
Well, hey, listen. Yeah, man, we do appreciate the call, though, and, you know, definitely appreciate you saying that, you know, you are voting for Obama. Definitely get out there and vote tomorrow if you haven't already. And, yeah, man, appreciate the call.
Yeah, see you guys later. Maybe I might call in again sometime in the future.
Go ahead, please do. And hopefully by that time you found a job and we can have some, you know, talk about your new job and talk about how Obama is whooping all types of ass.
Yeah. Go Obama.
Thanks for the call.
You probably got his fist in the air right now. Yeah.
He's like fist pumping like Jersey Shore style for Obama right now. So, okay.
Oh, yeah.
We had how many Obama callers? Come on, there has to be somebody that's voting for Romney. Like, if this is how it is right now, and Stone Cold Steve Austin, please stop trying to private video chat me, okay?
I heard his voice. I know he's black. I got to see him on cam.
You keep sending me these pop-ups wanting to video chat. Stop it, all right?
I guess what I'm trying to say is I want a piece of God's ass. You know, like, what is this shit?
All right, let's get somebody else on the air real quick. Come on, listen. If this is if this is what it's looking, I mean, you think about it. People are calling from all over the United States. Everybody's saying Obama. If this is what I think it looks like, then I'm liking our chances tomorrow. I'm just saying. If this is actually what it looks like. I mean, nobody has said Romney yet. Maybe our next caller will. Let's see. Caller, you're on the air. Please tell me you're for Romney.
Is this for me?
That's for you.
Yeah.
Oh, bro,
like
hey,
Anka.
guys. Well, yeah, I'm actually voting for Gary Johnson.
Crickets.
I was like an awkward silence. What?
Yeah, no, I'm actually voting for the Libertarian candidate. Michael knows me.
I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Okay, what things do you like about Gary Johnson? Let's hear about Gary Johnson.
Well, Gary Johnson, man, he's repealed the Patriot Act, repealed NDA. He's for legalizing marijuana. Obama, by the way, has
So you mainly want
marijuana
because you want to smoke weed and not get arrested for it. Is what you're saying?
No. Trust me, I'm not into that stuff. Obama's been busting the medical shops in California and Washington State and stuff, and to me he's the same as Romney.
He's the same as Romney. Well, Obama's black, but go ahead.
Well, he's half black. His mom was white, so.
In America, he's black, but go ahead.
All right. Well, I'm just saying that, Gary Johnson's, he's two-time governor in a Democrat state,
Okay, well, now let's be honest for a second.
Here's the problem with these candidates. You know what I mean? First of all, the fucker's not going to win, so your vote doesn't matter. You might as well just write your vote on a piece of paper and burn it. Second of all it's doing is taking a vote away from somebody who can actually use the fucking vote, All it is like I said, you might as well take your vote, write it down, and put it in the oven and watch it cook, because it ain't doing shit. If tomorrow night Gary Johnson is the president, I'll take a shit on my front porch and start eating it like a dog.
And it will go viral, and he will get paid for that.
That will go viral, because I'll stand by it. I'll eat some shit for a YouTube video.
Now, here's my question.
Yeah.
Okay, you're voting for Gary Johnson. We both know he's not going to win, okay?
My party only needs 5%, and then we get ballot access, for in 2014. So
exactly. So he's not going to win. So,
right.
So when
you guys are so sure of that.
Okay, how about hold on. When it comes down to it, he's not going to win. So you got Obama and you got Romney. Where do you think we will be as a country under Obama in 4 years, and where do you think we'll be as a country under Romney in 4 years?
The same thing. We'll be the same. Obama's president, same thing will happen. Romney's president, same thing.
So are you saying that when it was Clinton and Bush, are you saying that we were in the same thing under Clinton as we were under Bush?
Clinton and Bush are two different presidents.
Not really.
It was Romney and Obama.
Not really, because Obama is
but
actually almost a duplicate of Clinton. The only difference is Clinton is white and Obama's black. But if
Clinton was my favorite president ever.
If you look at their policies and if you look at what they agree on, they're the exact same president. If you look at
it's all about what he inherited when he took office, though. He inherited a shitstorm, man.
Where did Obama get his health care plan from? Romney. Romney was the architect. He did it in Massachusetts. Obama took it national.
Actually, that's incorrect. Actually, Obama was actually the one that had the health plan. Romney was the one that took the health plan and initiated it in Massachusetts.
Romney was governor, bro. He was governor way before Obama was president. He was governor like the early 90s. I mean, the early 2000s.
Yeah, but are you aware that the health plan that Obama actually initiated in the White House was the same healthcare plan that he's been trying to initiate for the last 20 years?
Well, I mean, I did not know that, but that's good, fine. You get healthcare, but when you force people to get it, they don't want it. You see what I'm saying?
Well, you have to force people to get it, because let's put it in perspective for a second. Let's say you have a baby, and I can vouch for this. Let's say you have a baby. You have a family that can't afford healthcare. They have a baby. The baby gets sick. The baby got to go to the hospital. Let's say that family doesn't have health care. If that baby gets sick and goes to the hospital, those hospital bills don't go to the family. They go in that baby's name. So the minute that baby turns 18, that baby's already in debt. So why wouldn't you force a family to get health care?
I can't get covered for health care, you know?
I think if it's legal and you have to drive a car with insurance, I think it should be legal for you to have health care as well. Because the whole point of insurance is to insure your car in case of any type of damage, in case of a crash, and it protects you and it protects the other person. Well, isn't that really what insurance is about? It protects you and it protects other people from getting it. I mean,
that's
if you're
true,
sick,
but you can have private sector health. You don't need they got there's affordable plans,
But private sector health care, you have to.
Yeah, but not everybody can get approved for that shit. I make a fair wage. I make a fair amount of money, and I can't get approved for any kind of fucking health care because I'm too goddamn fat. And, I would like to be able, I just got a $45,000 medical bill for getting my fucking gallbladder taken out. You think I want to pay that shit? This sucks, I would have liked to be covered under something.
In private sector, they make their own rules, which means they can say that they're not going to accept people with pre-existing conditions or they're not going to accept people over a certain age. But when it's run by the government, hold on, there you go. Finish that sentence.
I said they have to approve people with pre-existing conditions now because of the healthcare law.
Because of what?
The healthcare law. You're right about that.
Okay.
Well, okay.
Now,
what about fining people that you don't want it? Forcing people to pay a fine if they, if they don't want it.
Do you pay a fine?
Well, what about car insurance? You can't drive your car without car insurance.
If you're pulled over in your car right now, don't you get a fine or taken to jail for having no insurance?
That's true. That's true, bro. I mean, yeah. I just for me personally, I don't like Romney as much as as you guys do, but Obama and them are the same. They're the same type,
The only difference is one person is looking out the top 1%, and somebody else is trying to look out the rest of us.
Well, pretty much what it is. That's the difference. The rich are going to get richer, and I mean everybody knows that. Under Obama, Obama's openly said this. He wants everybody to be rich. Obama has openly said that he pays a higher tax rate than his secretary. He has also openly said that he wants to initiate a law that will make him pay a higher tax rate than his secretary. When has ever Romney openly said that he wants to pay more than anybody, other than putting his money in offshore accounts so he doesn't have to pay for taxes in the first place?
That's bad. I agree with you on that. I agree with you that, but seriously,
so
I mean, yeah.
When you look at it, we know that Gary Johnson, I've seen about Gary Johnson, but let's face the fact. Angry Grandpa is also wanting people to write his name in the ballot, the ballot. And let's be honest, Angry Grandpa's probably not going to be on CNN at 9 o'clock as the winner. Same as Gary Johnson. Angry Grandpa might even get more votes than Gary Johnson. You never know. But when it comes down to it, it's between Obama and Romney. Any way you want to cut it, that's who it's between.
That's true. Those are the establishment candidates.
And you got to pick for your future where you want to be in 4 years. Because let's go back here. You mentioned that you liked Obamacare. You said that Mitt Romney, and you said it was Mitt Romney's plan and Obama stole it. But if it was Mitt Romney's plan, why did Mitt Romney say the first thing he wants to do is repeal the entire Obamacare the day he gets in the office?
He's a flip-flopper. He'll do anything.
And that's who you want? I mean,
I don't want him.
You have to pick somebody, and deep down, Gary Johnson's not going to be the candidate.
He's not going to win. But
your choices are Obama and Romney. And when you're taking a vote and you're giving it to Gary Johnson, you're taking a vote away from somebody who actually does have a chance of winning.
Well, I mean, taking a vote from someone
that's going to Gary Johnson could have very well went to Obama. Now, let's just say, hypothetically, so many people voted for Gary Johnson that it took away from the Democratic vote. And let's say by chance Romney wins. Your candidate didn't win, so that's one loss for you. Obama didn't win, so all the things you named that you liked about Obama and his, Obamacare and things like that is going to go down the drain. And now you're stuck with a president for the next 4 years that's probably going to do with, wipe his ass, I should say, with your life for 4 years straight. Because all he cares about is the people that are in the same tax bracket as he is. So that's what you have to think is, what do you want out of the candidates, period? Do you want them to be, the people that you want running this country for the next 4 years, or do you want to vote for a guy who you know is not going to win, but you just want to vote for him just because he's somebody different? Period.
Well, I already voted for Gary Johnson. I did early voting, so.
Well, you need to go to the post office. Find the postmaster. Tell the postmaster, look through the bags, find your vote, rip that shit up, and then redo it. I think that's what you need to do.
Well, I mean, bro, everyone, votes who they want to. I just don't. The minimum government, more government gets in people's life, the worse it's going to be. Telling you what you can't do.
And I'll say this as a Democrat. I think that we need more government. Here's why I say that. Because when you don't have it, and you have pretty much people running the White House that really shouldn't be running it, I mean, this is what you get put in. Obama's trying to clean up 8 years of mess. Bush wasn't running a damn thing. Well, let's be honest.
Well, Bush hasn't been president for 4 years. What about Obama's the stuff, the deficit and stuff?
Obama inherited 8 years of mess. He can't fix it in 4. He can improve it in 4. He's done that. Jobs went from 10% to now they're being at 7.8%. It has dropped 2% in a matter of a year. So if he keeps on the path he's on, don't you think that more jobs will be made, and that the percent will be a lot lower if he does get reelected? But then you have Mitt Romney on the other hand, who wants to go against everything Obama has done, rip it up and redo it, and we're going to be back in a rebuilding stage as a country, which is going to suck.
Well, I mean, the private sectors can make jobs. They're the ones that create jobs. There's more, than the government. You want private sector jobs more than the government, jobs.
I think a corner in the red light district can make a job, but it doesn't mean it's right and ethical.
Well, is Michael still there?
Yes.
Oh. Hey, man.
I'm just listening and enjoying it.
Yeah, I know. I do debate with a lot of my friends. It's just, yeah, man, say hi to your dad for me. I big fan of his stuff, man. I like a lot of his videos.
All right. That was like, I want out of here now.
No. I can still debate. I just, I got to,
Listen. I know you got a bedtime. I know. Listen, we appreciate.
No, I don't got a bedtime. I got to, my dogs don't want to go outside and stuff, man. I don't really want to talk outside and,
It's all. Listen. We appreciate what you had to say. Listen, I'm not going to down you for voting for the guy that you voted for. Okay,
everybody's better than Romney,
It is. Everybody's entitled to who they want to vote for, but in the end, those same people are they going to be the ones bitching in 4 years that they didn't make the right decision 4 years prior, and that's where you got to look.
Well, we'll see what's going on. The polls are saying, they're tied 49-49. So, that's one poll I saw. So
it is a tight race, and we will find out who the winner is tomorrow. I mean, we're all going to find it out, and we will be here live for everybody listening. By the way, we'll be here live tomorrow, so you can definitely listen in. Because we're going to be here live the whole entire time. And you know what? We're on for 2 hours. We may even go 3 hours. You never know. It depends. It depends on everything that's happening and, how many people call in to listen and how live of a show we got. But, yeah, listen, we do appreciate you calling in. I appreciate your opinion. And definitely, keep listening in on us, all right?
All right. You guys take it easy, man.
All right. You too, man.
Yeah, bye.
See, that's where we're at right now. Is you have two candidates, and you have people that think, well, I hate Obama, and you have people that think, well, I hate Romney. So they're going to go to the next candidate who has no chance of winning. But, what people need to realize is, I mean, come on, let's be honest here. If you don't like the two candidates, there's an old saying, I rather, as I think it was Vince McMahon that quoted this.
Oh, shit.
I rather go with the devil I know than the devil I don't. So, I don't think Obama's the devil at all. I love Obama. But if you feel he's, this bad person, near Hitler, do you go for the guy who's already been there, or do you go for the guy who's going to come in and redo everything and you don't know where the country's going to go? Because if you think about it, when it came down to it, you're really facing on the barrel of putting the whole country in, fucking sham. I mean, let's face it.
Man, this hour went by quick, didn't it?
Yeah, it did, man. It did.
I told you they do, man. That's why I said we needed 2 hours, because an hour goes by so fucking fast.
Tomorrow we will have 2 hours, and we may even go more than that. We may go more than 2 hours. I'm gonna put one more caller on the air, and then we're gonna do probably one good prank call, maybe two, maybe one or two. We'll see what we got here.
Try and wrap this guy up quick so we can do the prank.
Caller, caller, you're on the air.
Me?
What's up, caller?
Yes, you. Oh, God, I don't know what to say.
Stage fright. All right.
Dial this place, dude.
Caller, you're on the air.
What's up?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's up?
So, who you going for? Caller, you going for Obama or are you going for Romney?
Romney.
Okay, there we go. Now, why are you going for Romney?
Because I don't like that nigger Obama.
You don't like that nigger Obama. I was expecting that the minute I heard your accent. Now, the only reason you're voting for Romney is because Obama's black. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, pretty much.
Really? Do you know that it's people like you that make this country so fucked up? And it's people like you that are the ones complaining about that there's the black guy in the White House. But what are you going to do?
You don't hear me complaining.
Win tomorrow.
Of course you're not complaining. You got your sister stuck in your dick right now.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
What are you going to do when he wins tomorrow?
Up with his chewing tobacco.
Then what are you going to do?
I can't understand either one of you. You're talking at the same time. What's that now?
I said, what are you going to do when he wins tomorrow? Or are you one of these hicks that are claiming they're moving to Canada?
Same thing I'm doing right now.
Beating your butt to a fit
going to do anything.
In a Paul Ryan workout video?
Incest?
What?
I said incest. I'm saying you have sex with your family. It's just me talking now. I'm saying you have sex with your family.
Oh, I have sex with my family. Yeah, I have sex with my wife all the time. She's family.
What about your sister or your kids? They're family too, and I don't think they like Daddy's dick too much.
Get your dick out of Grandpa's ass. Get your dick out of Grandpa's ass.
I can't, dude. It feels too good.
So we can hear you. What was that?
It feels too good. I can't stop.
What was that, dick sucker? I can't hear you. What? What? I can't hear you. What? Spit him out. What? I can't hear you. Do what?
Sounds like you're on Stone Cold Steve.
What? Can't hear you.
Maybe his rap snake so far up your ass.
What? What? Spit him out.
That's what you got? Come on.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah, he's frying up squirrel nuggets for his incest family.
The best you got is to say what over again? Or should we just have to
you? I cannot hear you.
07.
We can't understand you.
Too, and they can tell you what they
at the same time.
Go ahead. Say what you got to say.
And then when I talk, you talk.
Well, first, oh. But here, I'll do you a favor.
No, I'm just fucking with you. They're both crooked. I don't like either one of them.
Okay, well, listen. Since you have such a strong view, here's what I'm going to do for you. We got to talk to other callers. But you obviously have such a strong view. You really got to talk this out. So, everybody on the air, if you can help this guy out and just give him a call at 270-704-6092, because he obviously he wants to talk about his views on that nigger Obama. So, again, give him a call at 270-704-6092. And
don't call after midnight. He'll be having sex with his daughter.
Or his cousin. And let me know how that call goes. But if you're going to talk about Romney, you got to see how many respectful Obama callers have we had. The first Romney caller I get. And that's what you get. That is what lets you know what supporters really need to win this election and what don't.
Dude, we got 5 minutes. Call that place.
You want to right now, and then I guess. Oh yeah, I guess since it was you your stuff, I guess you should be the one to go ahead and
I'll call it. You gotta dial it though. I don't know the number.
Okay, what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna call the Chinese place that Michael had an issue with yesterday. Just to sum it up real quick. There is a place. Me and Michael are good friends and all. So I'll have well, I never helped him out at all, but he'll he'll go ahead and maybe buy dinner for people. He does it to family and stuff like that. So, well, he tried to do a nice thing and buy me and my wife dinner and everything. He tried to be nice, and this Chinese place just fucking screwed him over. I mean, to the point where they messed up the order. Then they wrote down his card number. I mean, they did some bullshit. And then they were refusing to give the order because he didn't tip. We weren't going to tip him because of how they acted about the order. And they were actually refusing to even give us the order until I came around the corner and had to bitch smack the guy. And then next thing you know, when he seen me, he gave my wife the bag and started walking away. So we're going to call them and see exactly what they have to say.
Wait. You know what I think?
What's up?
We only got 4 minutes, so why don't we just write it? And then for that after hours thing you were talking about, that after we're off the air shit, we can upload it separately, exclusive.
Good idea. That's what we're going to do. And to fill you in, we are going to do it after hours, which means when it hits 9 o'clock, the show technically is not over. We're going to keep rolling. We're going to keep going, probably until we feel tired. I mean, I don't know how. I mean, it's not going to be another 3 hours, but that's pretty much what we're going to do. At 9 o'clock, the show's technically not over. We're still going to keep going, and there will be an after hours. If it doesn't air live, we will actually put the after hours show on YouTube for everybody to listen to afterwards. So it's a little something that we thought could be cool, is to do it after hours. So when it hits 9 o'clock, if we still got some shit to say or we just want to fuck around, we'll go ahead and do it, and you guys will get to listen to it. So there you go. I'm actually going to take one more caller real quick, and I'm going to make this very quick. So caller, you're about to be put on the air. All right, you're on the air. What's up?
Hello?
Hey, what's up, caller?
Is me?
Yeah, it's
you.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm such a fan of Michael. Oh man.
Wow, you don't hear that too often.
And Isaac. Isaac's cool. Oh my god.
You had to throw that in there.
Anyways, no, I live up in Canada.
Okay.
I can tell.
Thanks, eh?
Not a bad thing.
Canada's cool.
No, and my buddy here, he is a little against Obama, but but yet he's the reason being is only because of the abortion thing.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the only thing against.
Let me ask you something real quick, because we're running out of time. How important is your health care to you? Your free health care in Canada?
Yeah, it's awesome.
I wish
that's what we need.
Yeah, I know.
How good does it feel to know that if you're sick, you can go get yourself fixed up without going in debt? How good does that feel? Because I don't know what it feels like.
Well, see, here's what I say about it.
Oh, you're welcome to come.
Everything that the candidate has. I don't agree with Obama about abortion. I'm 100% pro-life. But at the end of the day, you got to go with, what candidate has more pros than cons. And in the end of the day, it's Obama for me. But we do have 15 seconds left. So I do want to let you guys know that this is going to be the end of the live show. We will still be on the air for after hours. Make sure you tune in tomorrow at 8, same time, because we are going to kill it for 2 hours straight. Everybody.
And Grandpa will be on.